Most Seattle school fame stories sound like they should orbit the region's priciest addresses. But the numbers say otherwise, and these 5 modest-priced places across Seattle and its suburbs prove superstar school ties show up in more grounded parts of the map. For this countdown, we're looking at greater Seattle places where school connections, alumni fame, and price signals collide in surprising ways. Across the metro, home value and school alumni fame barely move together. The correlation is 0.07, using Wikidata, school alumni records, and Zillow April 2026 home values.
So we're not chasing the flashiest names on the map. We're counting down places where the school ties hit much harder than the price story might suggest. Number 5. Mountlake Terrace. Mountlake Terrace starts us off north of Seattle on the Snohomish County side, right along the border with Shoreline and Linwood. Its school tie case centers on rapper Lil Mosey, whose school territory stands out because Wikidata school alumni records connect him to 2 schools, a distinction held by only 3 people in the metro comparison. That gives Mountlake Terrace a different kind of entry, less about a landmark campus and more about how one high-profile name can light up a suburban pocket. It's a reminder that the fame map does not stop at Seattle's city limits. Number 4. Lake Stevens. Lake Stevens brings the setting shift. A Snohomish County city named for the lake it surrounds, with Everett to the west and Snohomish to the south. The headline here is Chris Pratt's hometown high school connection, with a fame score of 127, the 3rd highest in the Seattle area school alumni picture, via Wikidata. The price side matters too. Lake Stevens has a typical home value around $721,000, according to Zillow, in April 2026. That combination puts a major national name inside a lake-centered suburb rather than only inside Seattle's most expensive neighborhoods. Number 3. Bitter Lake. Bitter Lake lands at number 3 with a very Seattle kind of contrast, a North End neighborhood named for its lake, with a history that reaches back to Douglas fir and western red cedar forest before later development. Its school tie power comes from the orbit of Lakeside School, where Wikidata school alumni records put Bill Gates at a fame score of 242, the highest individual mark in this comparison. Bitter Lake's typical home value is about $773,900, according to Zillow in April 2026, and Walk Score gives it a 73 in 2026. So the story here is not just prestige, it's that the strongest alumni signal attaches to a North Seattle price point below the region's mansion tier mythology. Number 2. Squire Park. Squire Park takes the countdown into central Seattle, and its case is anchored by Garfield High School. Wikidata school alumni records connect Garfield with Jimi Hendrix at a fame score of 132, Quincy Jones at 73, and Macklemore at 50, with the broader neighborhood mapping tied to Census ACS 2022. That is a massive cultural footprint packed into a compact part of the city. Squire Park also brings a typical home value around $690,400, according to Zillow in April 2026, plus a Walk Score of 94, according to Walk Score in 2026. For a neighborhood this close to Seattle's core, that school roster weight is hard to ignore. Number 1. Sodo. And at number 1, Sodo, the industrial district neighborhood south of Pioneer Square, with South King Street to the north and South Spokane Street to the south. Sodo wins because it is the Metro's fame per dollar standout. Served by the Garfield and Franklin school rosters, it reaches roughly 767 fame points per $1 million of home value, using Wikidata school alumni records and Zillow April 2026 home values. That is 55 times Medina's 14 by the same Wikidata and Zillow April 2026 comparison, which is the clearest example of why price does not predict school alumni fame here. Sodo's typical home value is about $438,320, according to Zillow in April 2026, while Walk Score puts it at 58 in 2026. It's industrial, stadium-adjacent, practical, and not the place many people would guess before seeing how the school time math shakes out. So the final countdown is Mountlake Terrace at number 5, Lake Stevens at number 4, Bitter Lake at number 3, Squire Park at number 2,
and Sodo at number 1.
The bigger takeaway is simple.
Greater Seattle's superstar school ties are not just clustered around the region's highest-priced addresses. Once you compare fame and home value side by side, the map gets a lot more interesting. What did we miss? Which Seattle area neighborhood, school connection, or specific local spot would have made your top 5? And what would you rank higher? If this breakdown gave you a new way to look at the metro, give the video a like and subscribe for more Seattle neighborhood deep dives. Tell me what topic you want next. School histories, transit-linked neighborhoods, lake area price comparisons, or a closer look at one specific suburb. Every number in this video is sourced, and you'll find the links in the description.